Hi, this is Scott with Android Guys. I'm here with Luke.
Hello.
Hey, Luke, what's going on?
Not much.
It's your turn for a review.
Okay.
Do you have a product, game, app? What?
I'm going to talk about a game today.
Ooh, I love games.
Yeah, this one's a good one. Well, let me
Pump the brakes.
let me
Okay.
pump the brakes on this. This could be a good one. It used to be a good one.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So I've been playing this game. I've recently come back to this game, but I had played it, I would say probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
It's a game called Homerun Clash, by a company called Hagen.
Mm-hmm.
And it is basically a home run derby. You have a batter, and all you have to do, when the pitcher starts to pitch, you put your finger on the screen and move, and it moves the bat around. You have a little icon of where it moves around to, so you can hit the ball,
Mhm.
and then you just let go of the screen, take your finger off the screen, and it swings automatically.
So the pitches do come in different areas.
Pitches, yeah, there'll be, all kinds of pitches too. Fastball, curveball, change-ups, all kinds of different sliders. And you're just trying to hit home runs. Now there are a couple different game modes. The classic game mode, the most played, is head-to-head. You're just playing against another person somewhere else in the world.
Okay.
And just a home run derby. It's set up in such a way that each person has kind of a health bar, and you'll hit home runs, and as you hit home runs, you'll take their energy down.
Okay.
And you can do what they call a cycling home run. So you can, if you hit left field, center field, right field, that's a full cycling home run, and it's extra power. So it gives you incentive on different places to aim. Sometimes if you hit a sign in the outfield or in the stands or some sort of, you'll get extra points. So you're just trying to beat the opponent before the end of the timer. Whoever has, either you knock them out before the timer ends, or at the end of the timer, whoever has the most life remaining wins.
Okay.
So that's one game mode. Another game mode is just kind of an arcade where just see how many home runs and how many points you can get. And then there's like leagues and community things where you can play kind of a bracket of some of your league players against another league, and just see who has the highest score over a couple rounds. And then there's another mode of 3 or 4 people play at a time. I think they call that a brawl or something like that, where people will get knocked out every round, and then it's last man standing wins that.
Okay.
So there's a couple of different game modes. Now, in that, you have a batter, and there are many different batters to choose from, all kinds of different fun style. You have your classic athlete, male or female, but then there's like a tiger. There's this, kind of Asian inspired batter that uses some sort of martial arts looking to hit the ball. So you have all these colorful characters, all kinds of different kind of characters. You can pick, whatever you like better. Some of them are geared toward more accuracy.
I was going to say, do each of these have their own statistics or capabilities?
Yeah, some are stronger. They hit farther, more power. Some of them are more accurate. Some of them handle different styles of pitches better.
Okay.
Different things like that.
So are you trying to unlock or get?
Yeah, as you progress in the game, you get access to more and more things. And there's also an in-game store where you can purchase new batters, or you can, there's always kind of a flavor of the month or flavor of the week kind of person you can unlock. And then on top of that, you also have all kinds of equipment that your person can use. So you have different kind of bats, whether it is, your traditional baseball bat, or it's a, metal club with spikes on it, or a samurai sword, or a totem pole, or...
So are each of those have their own attributes as well?
So they all do different things too.
Okay.
You can wear different hats, and some of them are just baseball caps. Some of them are looks like kind of like Mickey Mouse ears. There are headdresses, Indian headdress, a beanie, and then you can wear different glasses, and you have a different like accessory, whether it's accessories are kind of weird ones. There's like rings, necklaces.
I see sunglasses in the photos.
Yep, sunglasses. There's a whole section for different glasses that you can wear, and then you have another type of equipment that you can put on, and this is all equipment that has to deal with kind of your defense. There's different kinds of shields that you can put on that make you better at a higher chance for being good against like a curveball or a changeup, or sometimes if somebody hits a cycling home run against you, if you have a certain kind of defense, it won't be as detrimental to you.
Okay.
Or things like that. And then on top of that, there are different kind of balls that you can use. And some of them, fly farther. Some of them make it so most of the pitches are pretty easy towards you, don't really curve much or anything like that. Some of them are, if you hit a home run with it, it does something else to the opponent when you hit it. So it might slow them down, or something might flash on the screen for them, so make it hard to see the ball coming in for them to hit. So there's all kinds of different things. There's a lot of different kinds of gameplay.
I see the different stadiums, the graphics here, like so. You keep setting up all of these things. It sounds really cool.
It is. It was a very cool game.
What changed?
Ads.
Oh,
so the biggest thing is ads. Now, so after you play a game, after you play a home run derby against somebody, you get a chest, and those are time gated. 2 hours, you can unlock a chest. The next level of rarity might be 4 hours, and then 8 hours, then 12 hours.
And that's what those are, those special items and things that are in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And you can upgrade all those items too. So if you collect multiple sets of sunglasses of the same type, you can combine them and make it the next level of rarity of sunglasses or something like that.
Okay.
Excuse me. Much like every other free-to-play game, there's currencies involved. There's a gold currency, there's a gem currency, and there's a trophy currency. You can purchase all of these things in the store, but there's also ads. So if you want, the chests, you can unlock the chests with gems faster than the time limit, or you can speed it up by 2 hours if you watch an ad.
Okay. I see where you're going now.
Yeah. So the game, don't get me wrong, the gameplay is very solid. The home run derby, it's responsive. It's easy to control your character. It's easy to know what to do. It's pretty intuitive. You actually feel like if I want to aim and hit the ball to left field, I know that I have to swing sooner. Or if I want to, hit it to right field, I know I have to swing later. And it actually
feels that way.
Feels that way.
Nice.
So the gameplay is very good. but they've gone very heavy on the ads.
And so that's different than when you initially played it. Okay.
Before there were ads that you could lower the chest time by 20 minutes or something if you would watch an ad. But now they have these daily things that you can unlock, and a lot of these are behind an ad. There's a daily deal. It's free if you watch an ad, or it's
wow. Okay.
Or there's all these beginners packs, bundle packs, mega packs, and all these things that are advertised for you to do or buy.
So that's as a player, that's frustrating because it sounds like the kind of game that you could just say, okay, I'm cool with whatever it gives me.
Yeah.
And I can come back. But then knowing that you can kind of speed your way through things and accelerate the things that you pick up by watching an ad.
Yep.
It kind of stinks because you don't want to do that, but this is all it takes to get this chest or to try these things.
I think the hard part is that's one thing if that's what you want to do and be better, collect more things in a game or do something like that. But the fact that the game is centered around a PvP experience, it just comes down to who has more time to watch ads.
Now, when you play somebody else, does it balance you fairly well with another player?
Yes and no. If you are current with the game and like what the chase characters are, or the nicest bat is or something like that, when you see other characters have it, you can tell maybe who's spending money in the game or who is playing at a higher level. Sometimes it really depends on how many people are on at a time, it seems like, because sometimes, if you're playing late at night, you'll have lots of people maybe that are not in the country you're in.
Sure.
They'll be somewhere else that is, more of a normal daytime or something like that. So the amount of people that you play with is cool because you can, put your own country flag in your little bio thing, so where people are that you're playing with.
I saw that, and I didn't know if that was the game character saying what country they're from.
It's saying where you're from.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool, but at the same time, depending on when you're playing, that range of characters, the range of people that are pulling from can be way different. So you might they usually try and do a pretty good job of keeping a balanced play between, putting people that are comparable together. But sometimes you just aren't.
And do you have a level generally, are you like a level 7 and match you up against a level 7 player?
Yeah. So you do level up and you do have a certain level, and there are different rankings, like you can go through and you get a rank after every kind of season or whatever. But even within that, there can be some disparities.
Okay.
So it really comes down to, you can be both level 7 with the same character, but if I have a better bat, I'm just going to do better.
Sure.
So, but I think the hardest thing for me is the focus on ads in game, and then it is obnoxious out of game. Constant notifications and pop-ups of, hey, this is in the store, or new this or new that, or come back and play, or I don't go through a day without like 4 or 5 notifications, and that's just a lot.
That's a lot
for a free game. I can understand once a day, or after I stop playing, maybe within that half-hour window of saying, hey, come back or whatever. But
your treasure chest is open.
Right. Something like that. Yep. But this is just every time there's a new thing added to the store or something shifts, a new, if a new event starts or anything, it's just notification after notification after notification. It's a little obnoxious. So I gave this a pretty good score.
Yeah, despite that, I'm looking, you have a 3.3 here.
Yeah, 3.3. It's above average.
Yep.
It's a good game. The thing I think that saves it is if you really just like the idea of a home run derby game, this is one of the best ones out there.
Yeah.
And the fact of all the customization you can do. You can do a lot of really kind of making your character feel how you want them to feel.
Mm-hmm.
But just be prepared. There's no way to purchase like a ad free or anything like that. There's going to be a lot of push to watch ads or pay to win.
Okay.
But overall, it's a really fun home run derby game.
Cool. So that was called Homerun Clash.
Homerun Clash.
And that was by Hagen.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for sharing, Luke.
No problem.
All right. That's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as swebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.